everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian, and today we're here to talk about the new record from Imagine Dragons. It is titled Evolve. This is the band's third studio record and the follow-up to 2015's Smoke and Mirrors. Now, I was a massive fan of Imagine Dragons' debut record, Night Visions, but after hearing that record and seeing their explosion of popularity that came with it, I was scared that they were going to go away from the sound that made them so special in the first place. So when I first got Smoke and Mirrors, their second record, I convinced myself for the first couple of weeks of having it that it was great, when really it really wasn't great. And saw them trying to do the same thing again, but with less songwriting skill, which was just so odd to me. So going into this record, I really had zero anticipation, and I just heard rumors and stuff, and I hadn't listened to any of the singles, but everyone had been saying that they were going more in a pop direction, which really scared me. And this record does show the band drifting further and further away from the sound that made them so special in the first place, and really just going into the world of standard pop music, and that's just such a shame. It would have been great to see this band continue to be one of the best pop rock bands on the planet, but unfortunately that's not the case. So let's get into it. So let's first talk about the sound of this record, and this record sits very well inside the scope of 2017 pop music. It would have been so great to see the band continue to do what they did back in the day, which was blend pop music and rock music together so perfectly with their own unique style. But yeah, as I said, they don't do that. The band had a very unique sound on Night Visions, and it's almost like the band listened back to that record, thought that that kind of style was gimmicky, and just decided to abandon it completely. However, there are a few moments that remind you of the old school Imagine Dragons, like the chorus of Whatever It Takes, and the tracks Rise Up and Mouth of the River. But those moments are fleeting, and for me the songwriting is just getting worse, and from my perspective, quite lazy. So let's get into the instrumental element of this record, and as is the case with most pop records, there isn't a whole lot to say. Guitarist Wayne really takes a back seat on this record and really almost becomes background noise. There are only occasional moments where the guitar will come to the forefront and do something, and even when they do come forward and do something, it's for a very short amount of time. You can hear some 1975 influence moments on a track like I Don't Know Why, and there is a rocky moment where he's allowed to open up a little bit on the track Yesterday. But as I said, the rest is background noise. One of the things I loved about the old Imagine Dragons sound was their use of organic drumming and percussion to make really big beats that would drive their songs along. But do you want to know how long it takes for you to hear any organic drumming at all on this record? You have to wait until Mouth of the River. That's right, track 8. What the fuck is that? Drummer Daniel really does absolutely nothing on this record, and it leaves a massive hole in the band's sound, and really leaves this whole record sounding uninspired. Now let's get into the vocals on this record, and there are things that I love about the vocals on this record and things that I absolutely hate. But let's get into the positives first and talk about the physical vocal performance. The vocal performance is fantastic. Dan hasn't lost any kind of emotion for what he is singing. He really throws everything of himself in there. When he needs to be delicate and soft, he is that. But when he needs to add that anger and aggression and sound passionate and add that grit to his voice, he absolutely smashes it out of the park. He's still one of the better vocalists in pop music today, and he shows that again here. But where the vocals fall down is within the vocal editing. The vocal editing on this record is embarrassingly bad. You never want to be able to hear a vocal edited in the middle of a phrase, but there are moments like that all the way throughout this record. It's most obvious in the opening track, I Don't Know Why, and there are really two levels of laziness that go along with the production of the vocals on that track. A, they couldn't be bothered pushing Dan to get the perfect vocal take, so they edited it together. And B, they couldn't be bothered editing the tape together so it sounded smooth and transparent. They just said, fuck it. You can literally hear vocal pops from different tracks being edited together. It's ridiculous. And that's not even the thing that bothers me the most about this record. The thing that bothers me the most is that there are songs here that have so much potential, but then they throw in these stupid pop cliches and ruin the entire track. There are songs playing through and I'm thinking, oh, this is actually quite good. And then, as I said, they throw in this pop cliche and it just sucks me completely out of the track. If you want examples of this, there's a track like Rise Up where they add this vocal line of just and it's just like, it doesn't need to be there. It's so pointless. And there's also the pre-chorus of Whatever It Takes where they go into this pop, radio, hip-hop section that just is so unnecessary, takes all the flow out of the track, and just, it doesn't need to be there. All of these moments are just so unnecessary, and it just ruins good songs. And there are 3 tracks on this record that really show what this band have become. They would be the tracks Believer, Yesterday, and Thunder. Fuck that shit. And as a final positive, but kind of a negative at the same time, there is one track on this record that I do enjoy for its entire duration, and that would be the track Mouth of the River. And there's only one real thing that I need to say about this track, and that is, it's amazing what some organic instrumentation can do. Overall, this is the record I was scared to get from Imagine Dragons. It's pop music cliches with little to no identity and nothing really memorable going on. I'm not sure why a band with such a unique sound would go down this road, but unfortunately they have, and unfortunately this is where I stopped being a fan of this band. My top 3 tracks are going to be Mouth of the River, Rise Up, and Whatever It Takes, and I'm going to give this record a 2.5 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.